in Detroit. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
36-yard line.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A first carry from Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Smith catches left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Defense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The score, Buccaneers 14, Lions 7.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll give this one to Galladay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Stafford to his second-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jerome Baker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Lions 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First and 10.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being... The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ball carrier.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd and very short. Brady, short throw to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady's throw there complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 4.
Chris Godwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Stafford. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Brady now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Smith Jr.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
2nd and
Now the 3rd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there, and he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Tampa Bay.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 16, Brady. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The white flag coming out as they line up to... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Lions 10.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carried.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Evans.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And Brady to throw again. Got a man. It's Ross complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39 yards.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Devin White on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. As he throws there, incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Brady now on 1st down. And a catch right side by Evans. Brady 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing deep for Galloway. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the Bucs 43-yard line.
Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Stafford sacked.
It's one thing to be as disruptive as he's been all year. It's another to do it as a rookie. He might not only be a candidate for Rookie of the Year.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Defensive Player of the Year, possibly.
Yeah, and to do that, you have to be dominant from the first snap your rookie year because, let's face it, everyone devalues rookies a little bit or makes them work harder in order to get votes. Remember Ndamukong Suh's rookie year? I mean, he was everything that season, including first-team All-Pro. That's the type of year we're seeing here.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Isabella. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Amendola again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35.
On first down, Stafford here. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
T.J. Hockenson.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass thrown to the sideline.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 24.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Brady is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From Galladay, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. From the left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more on 1st and 10. Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown.
for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Good.
Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go again to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Tampa Bay.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. They will try again from the 2-yard line.
Score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that